2K Sports. Welcome, folks. I'm Damon Bruce. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's the San Antonio Spurs going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. And now let's go to Kevin Harlan, Clark Kellogg, and Steve Kerr out at the New Orleans Arena as tip-off approaches.
And the Pelicans making the final preparations. Hello everyone, get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First for the Spurs. And looking at the Pelicans, what a tremendous talent, getting ready for his first NBA appearance. Then it's Jones, and it's Williamson in at the power forward.
The big story in New Orleans, guys, is the change of the name. From the Hornets, a name that came with the team when they relocated from Charlotte, to the brand new Pelicans. Now, Pelicans might not be the most intimidating name around the league, but it does have a nice and special connection to the city and state.
Tip-off goes to New Orleans. Pass to Poole. Dishes it to Jones. And the pass to Poole. And the three off target. Well, Clark, and I really didn't know you knew this much about birds, but the brown pelican is indeed the state bird of Louisiana. Their numbers have rebounded dramatically after being hard hit by the Gulf spill. So a representation of the city's triumph, Steve, over great adversity.
Well, I'm happy with something that is connected to the city. I'm talking about the name, the Pelicans, because remember, originally this team was known as the Jazz, and that made sense. Utah Jazz made no sense. New Orleans Hornets made no sense. New Orleans Pelicans make sense, guys.
Guys, every season it seems the Southwest is loaded with teams that can contend, and last year was no different. Through it all, however, the Spurs were able to separate themselves from the pack and take the division once again with a 12-4 division record.
Both free throws good from Wembanyama. And for the Spurs, that is now 3 consecutive seasons where they have won the division. Steve, actually the 6th time since the inception of the division that they have finished at the top.
And even with Dallas falling off a little bit, the division was pretty tough, Kevin, with Memphis and Houston coming on strong. You know, for a while there, it had been a curse to win the Southwest, because since 2007, teams that won the Southwest lost 4 times in the first round of the playoffs. But obviously the Spurs have bucked that trend the last couple of years.
Passes it to Fox. Wembanyama. A pass to Fox. Beyond the arc. There's the bucket. Good.
The defense sagged off, and, you know, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that three.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Now Murray. Pass to Williamson. A team short, but it's good off the front iron.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the San Antonio Spurs. When we talked about what they'll try to do on defense, he told me they're going to have to do everything they can to neutralize their opponent's high flyers, saying, quote, "We can't play above the rim like these guys, so we'll have to do our best to keep them away from the hoop." Gentlemen, easier said than done.
All right, Doris. Just 2 to shoot. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Well, the number one priority for a defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
Not to mention, guys, he's got those rush hour handles. He can get in a lot of tight spaces the way he handles that ball. He's able to dissect the defense with ease.
That's good from Poole.
Guys, you go back to the shortened season a year before last, and the Spurs were the best team on the road. But last year, they weren't nearly as dominant on the road. Still solid when leaving San Antonio, but far from the level they played at a couple of seasons ago.
Hembiniema, defended by Williamson. No good from Hembiniema.
And the fadeaway was about his only option there. Really good defensive position.
And there's the pass to Poole. Shot from the wing. Rejected by Olynyk. Intercepted. And a pass broke now for the Pelicans. A shot's good from Poole. He has 5.
Terrible transition defense there.
I think it would have been pointless, Steve. There was no way anybody was beating him to the basket there.
And for the Spurs on the road last season, they would still win 23 games in hostile territory. While that is more than the 22, Steve, they won in the shortened season, they also lost a fair amount more as well.
Well, for the Spurs, Kevin, I think they did what they needed to do. You know, the Spurs manage the regular season. They know when to turn it on and when they can maybe relax a little bit. But the big thing is they just want to stay near 500 on the road, protect their home court, and be healthy going into the playoffs, and that puts them in a good position. Now, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
That's nailed from three-point land.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
There's the pick. Murray, the pass to Jones. Here's Poole. And another three for New Orleans.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's had.
Spurs trail by 3. Passes to Fox. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
The Pelicans have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Pass to Williamson. 1:51 left to play in the first quarter. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Pelicans ended up being the name that New Orleans chose when it was all over. And I like the new look uniforms, but they had some other options as well that sounded pretty good to me. How about the brass? Because it gives nod to the music that New Orleans has popularized.
First free throw is good. Well, definitely a nice sounding name. Other options were the Swamp Dogs, the Bull Sharks, the Mosquitoes. Steve, all in all, you have to think they went the right way with the Pelicans.
I don't know. My personal favorite was the Rougarou, Kevin. I don't even know what that means, but that was in the mix. Would have puzzled a lot of other people around the country besides me. But better than Mosquitoes, that's for sure. Pelicans was probably the right way to go.
As long as New Orleans has been in the Southwest Division, guys, it's never been easy for them. They won the division back in 2008, but every other year before or since, they haven't been able to finish better than third.
To the basket, Poole. From the baseline. And he hits the jumper for 2. He's got 13.
Getting it done offensively, guys. 5 for his first 7 shots. Not bad.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And going on about the Pelicans' history in the Southwest, finished in last place, Steve, a season ago, and that's the 3rd time in 4 years that's been the case.
That's tough to be a young team in probably the best division in the NBA. I mean, you look at who they have to go against, the Spurs and Dallas and Houston, Memphis. I mean, there's never a night off, and the Pelicans, boy, they've got a long way to go to get out of the cellar in this division.
.121 left in the first quarter. Fox passes to Wembanyama. Here's Fox. A three ball. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
You know, nobody responds to end-of-game pressure like this guy. That's what comes to mind immediately for me. He's hit some monumental shots in his career, and some guys just embrace the moment at the end of the game. That's him.
And, you know, he's also a tough finisher, Steve. There's very little a defender can do if he gets to within arm's length of the basket.
That first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And 101 left here in the opening quarter. Jones the pass to Murray. Here's Poole. And they've come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 16.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
50 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Wembanyama. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Boy, when you got a big man who can shoot from distance like he can, what a huge bonus that is.
New Orleans has gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Jones backs down. Softly drops in the forest. Jones has got his first 2 points.
Yeah, not just an everyday finish. He put a little pizzazz on that one, guys.
6-second difference between shot and game time. To Wembanyama. And another basket for San Antonio.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
There's a screen. The pass to Murray. Here's Poole. Number 21. Great D that time from Wembanyama. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Pelicans lead by 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Now we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pelicans?
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Fox. Spurs passing it around. Hassan connects. The jumper drops. He has 5.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
The Spurs would end up as the second seed in the West and were right in the hunt for being the top seed for the majority of last season. But one reason they fell short was that they just weren't as good as they needed to be during in-conference games. But I'll tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Gentlemen, there is no doubt that Tim Duncan is one of the all-time great NBA big men, but his celebrity has never matched his talent. His guard and personality may have something to do with that. Duncan said, quote, "I'm not an extrovert. People try to be bigger than the game, to make themselves an individual brand. I'm not that guy. I love playing basketball, and that's what I want to do. I don't need the extra stuff." Guys, knowledge of self, so important.
Sure is. Thanks, Doris. Going back to the Spurs, they did well against the West, but Steve didn't come close to matching the win totals of every other top team in the West.
Yeah, they would end the season with a 33-19 conference record, which, you know, is pretty good, but still only 5th best in the West. It shows you how strong the Western Conference was a year ago, particularly at the top.
San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. first free throw is good.
And what an amazing run it was for the Spurs last year in the postseason. You know, swept the Lakers, survived Golden State, and then dismantled Memphis on their way to the NBA Finals. And then, of course, were seconds away from another championship anthem.
And both free throws good for Johnson. Well, getting back to the Spurs, they look better and better as they went deeper into the playoffs. Clark, people thought to be the heavy favorites at the start of the NBA postseason. But when they met in the finals, thoughts on who would win, I think, were pretty much split.
Yeah, and eventually, you know, this was one heck of a series because the Spurs not only had experience and talent, but they had multiple options offensively and did such a terrific job sharing the ball. They took the Miami Heat to the limit, but at the end of the day, it came down to LeBron James and Dwayne Wade rising to the challenge.
The three-pointer has been his best weapon here today, no question.
The D has been all mixed up, confused, bamboozled, allowing him way too much space.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Murray, passes it to Poole. Guarded by Fox. Outside, Jones. And again, New Orleans with the triple. San Antonio with the ball. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. On Bowen Johnson. He's covered by Murray. 6 on the shot clock.
He's jammed himself up a little bit here with that second foul. But as long as he can avoid a third before the half, I think he's fine.
Suleiman, he's checked in for Olin. Wembanyama, defended by Williamson. Clock at 6. A pass to Fox. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the three. New Orleans has gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game. An outstanding 75% mark. Doubled by Wembanyama. Pass to Poole. He kicks it to Jones. There's the pass to Poole. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide open three-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like All-Star Weekend out there. We know how much defense is played. There's actually defense during the All-Star Weekend, no D.
And here is Johnson after the three-pointer from Poole. Fades and shoots. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Pelicans leading by 3. Murray, the pass to Poole. He passes to Williamson. Ball stolen. Here's Fox. He's covered by Murray. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
And the Spurs making a change here.
Young teams, guys, tend to get run over in the Western Conference, and the Pelicans were a young team last year, and guess what? They got run over. In a conference where everybody needs to be tough to even think about the playoffs, New Orleans really was overmatched.
And Clark, as you said with the Pelicans last year in their final year as the Hornets, you know, the West just ate them alive as they put up a 15-37 record, Steve, against the rest of the conference.
And it wasn't just any one division. It was every division in the West. But look, the conference was loaded. The Pelicans, or at least I should say the Hornets, at the time were a young team. They weren't going anywhere. Not enough talent. But they're on the rise now. They've added some significant talent.
Now, here's Olynyk. That's good. Now Murray. Passes it to Poole. Hey. 1:33 left to play in the first half. 6 to shoot. Here's Williamson. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Sohan. A pass to Fox. Johnson outside. Misses off the left iron.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Hey, pass to Murray. Uncovered, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
There's 47 seconds left in the first half of the game. Sohan passes to Olynyk, and that one's good. Olynyk's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, trying to force this team into some bad shots.
Number 21. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. Three-point play chance here. Spurs making a switch here. For New Orleans, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
At the line for 1.
And that one misses. San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Fox. Nice D from Alvarado.
So I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Here's Murray. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Pelicans ahead. They lead by 2. From the New Orleans Arena. Back in a moment.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
With a duel going on in New Orleans, we bring you the halftime report. I'm Damon Bruce. A tight game for the Pelicans squaring off against the San Antonio Spurs. They're putting on a clinic offensively, and they're really starting to click. And San Antonio also bringing it. Their advantage in free throw percentage has given them a significant edge. Kelly Olynyk making a big contribution. He's picked up half a dozen points, and on the defensive side of the floor, he's definitely been contributing with some focused defensive work. And that'll do it as the second half is about to start out in New Orleans Arena.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Really an incredible game from Poole.
I like that he didn't force anything in that first half. His decision-making was really flawless.
That being the case, Steve, I think they want him to be more assertive in the second half. Look to take more shots. Be a little more shot hungry, even the tough ones.
San Antonio with the ball. The pass to Fox. For the lead. It's rebounded by Poole. New Orleans has gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent efforts from outside. And Jones shoots it home.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Pelicans shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
1 shot.
Spurs trail by 5. Pass to Fox. Pass out. And the 3-ball is good. He's got 11.
This is a tremendous solo run he's on. I mean, the kind we've seen him have so many times before.
Here's New Orleans. Poole, guarded by Fox. Pass to Murray. Shot clock at 6. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
The pass to Wembanyama. He dishes it to Olynyk. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
New Orleans in the lead. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Passes to Murray. The tray. And again, no good by New Orleans.
The clear look at the hoop, he doesn't miss many of those.
Number 5. He's covered by Murray. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, against opposing ball handlers, this guy's a terror. I mean, he's got great discipline, quick hands, and wonderful anticipation. So you've got to be very careful with the ball when you're around him.
And you know what else, Steve? Watching him run the pick and roll is like watching poetry in motion. I mean, this guy has that basic play down pat. He's unstoppable when he runs it.
And the first one at the line is good. He ties it up. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Picked away. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Here's Fox. It's stolen by Jones. To Williamson. Here's Murray. There's the 3. The shot is off.
And they've been off target now on 3 of the first 4 shots they've taken in the second half.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside, Jones. He passes to Poole to end the drought. And that one's good. He's got 25. And Clark and Steve, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as we look, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither side really able to create much of a cushion at all. So which team can make a little run here? We'll see.
And here is Olynyk after the front corner from Poole. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Clock at 6. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
That is not a difficult pass. You'd think they could keep it in bounds. New Orleans gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Throws it up high. And then Murphy with the dunk. Incredible timing on the alley-oop. He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
And Indiana, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over there.
You know what? I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. A pass to Fox. Feeds it to Barnes. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Nice kick out after the defense had collapsed on him.
The The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Hit by Murphy. Murray, the pass to Williamson. A baseline J. Can't hit. Some solid defense from Wembanyama. On the pass to Fox. Number 5. They get it back. Tries again. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
And the Pelicans making a change here. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Spurs?
Man, they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
Well, it's been a super performance from beyond the arc, too. I mean, they've been raining in those threes. You know, you always want to try to win the free throw game when you're playing basketball. And the Spurs, while not getting to the line as much as their opponent or as much as they have in the past, they maximize their opportunities by shooting 80% from the start.
A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He seemed to be a little message with that three.
San Antonio calls timeout. And Clark, what you said about the Spurs at the line, that's what the top teams do. They don't let their opponents get away with fouls and steep lead points at the charity stripe.
Yeah, that's the big thing. You know, over the course of the season, a lot of games get decided by just a couple of points. And if your team is able to make free throws at a high rate, like the Spurs, shooting just under 80% last year as a team, I mean, that's good for a big chunk of wins during the season.
The Spurs making a switch here. Olynyk checked in. Passes it to Fox. Here's the screen. Barnes. He's guarded by Murphy. The feed to Barnes. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Drills the three-pointer. Barnes has got 6. 58 seconds left in the third. Outside, Jones. Pass to Poole. He feeds it to Murphy. Here's the 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Olynyk's got 7 rebounds in the game.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. It's a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And that hard work on the boards needs to continue. That could be what swings this game eventually.
And the Spurs making a change here. Galblock is checked in for San Antonio. They've been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
And this club shot 77% as a team last year. Good, not spectacular, but solid.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
And so it's New Orleans with it. 6-point game.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
The dish to Murphy, and out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
8 seconds left here in the third quarter. A pass to Fox. Launches a 3. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Spurs lead by 6. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Pelicans trail by 6. Here's Murray. Six on the shot clock. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Great job. Taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
For New Orleans, Murray. At the line for 2.
And the first one drops. The Pelicans making a switch here. Murphy's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Spurs leading by 4. They set the pick. The pass to Fox. Wembanyama kicks it to Gardner. Fox, he's covered by Murray. Here's Olynyk. An easy layup after coming off the pick. And the Spurs lead by 6.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
Well, that's been the focus, Clark, as we've watched. I mean, they've created one chance after another inside.
And so here's New Orleans. Passes it to Murray. Fires the 3. And it's Fox with the rebound.
And are they ever working inside? Good job on the glass.
Excellent job on the glass, Steve. I agree. I mean, they're battling in there. They're fighting, they're scrapping, they're clawing, and they're getting the job done.
Here's Campany. The jump hook, and that one's good. And it's an 8-point Spurs lead.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
This is to Murphy. Back to Jones. Oh, good on the triple. Number 5. Tries to save it. New Orleans has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
The Spurs making a switch here. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. And here is Olynyk. Pass to Fox. There's the triple. And it's good.
Boy, what a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
Pelicans trailed by 9. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. You have to like what you're seeing from Fox.
He's been locked in from deep. They're giving him too much breathing room and definitely paying the price for it.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to the Hornets head coach address his team. He got after them and told them to turn up the intensity, saying, we put ourselves in a corner, and now we've got to fight our way out. Show me what you have. Let's see if we've got what it takes, guys.
San Antonio on defense. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 9.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
Well, you have to rebound to win, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
And San Antonio has possession. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
The Pelicans have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Right side, Jones. Backing in. Now the pass to Murray. Shot clock at 5. He passes to Poole. It's up a 3. That's good. He has 3.
Tell you what, he's had an excellent game, and they're going to have to continue to rely on him if they're going to come back.
Pass out. Defended by Jones. Pass out. The Pelicans with the rebound.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
He kicks to Murphy from deep. Pelicans keep it alive. Can't connect on the right block.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
Here's Fox. Doubled by Poole. Now, here's Olynyk. Guarded close. That drops.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. They trail by 9 points. He dishes it to Murphy. Passes to Poole. Lets the three fly. That's good. 43 points for him.
This is unbelievable. What a shooting exhibition we're seeing out there today.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 6. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth. New Orleans making a switch here. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
This crowd just stunned at the sight of that one.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 8. 1:43 left here in the fourth quarter. There's 1:40 left to play here in the fourth. Murray, the pass to Poole. Now Murray. Pass to Poole. 6 to shoot. Hit his foot. And the ref saying he kicked it. Here's Fox. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lets it fly from 18. No good. And New Orleans will come the other way. Passes it to Poole. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
52 seconds left to play in the final quarter. A pass to Fox. Number 5. He's covered by Murray. He had to fade back on that one, but still got it to go.
Boy, you relish these sorts of road games where you come in and you get the job done.
In a long schedule with the kinds of pressure of travel and tough opponents throughout the season, it's always good when you play a game like they have here.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Olynyk. He passes it to Fox. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. He was all alone on that one. And the Spurs lead by 10.
And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn sound.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're behind by 10. 11 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
Well, they can call timeouts all they want, but it's not going to do a whole lot of good at this point.
Yeah, this one's about done. The writing's on the wall. There's nothing they can do to change this one.
I shouldn't have to rhyme these words in the rhythm for you to know it's a rap. You said you was king, you lied through your teeth. For that, villains, instead of king, crown your king. And to the fans, I never let you down again. I'm back.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hawkins. Inside. Number 17 buries it down low.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
And so it's San Antonio with the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort together.
And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for joining us tonight in our presentation of NBA on 2K Sports. Now our Jordan player of the game.
Tell me if she still up. It's 5 a.m. and I'm drunk right now. Tell me, can we still fuck? 1-on-1, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me if